Jell-O, America's favorite gelatin dessert, and Baker's Chocolate, the favorite of the finest cooks for nearly 200 years, bring you The Inner Flame.
Baker's Chocolate presents two wonderfully easy ways to decorate a cake. Yes, two quick tricks with chocolate that make cakes look good and taste even better, because the chocolate you use is delicious Baker's Chocolate. Famous Baker's unsweetened chocolate made from a rare blend of choicest cocoa beans to give you smoother, richer chocolate flavor. And here's trick number one, these glamorous chocolate curls. To make them, simply scrape a square of Baker's Chocolate with a knife or potato peeler. Could anything be simpler? And you'll love the effect on pies as well as cakes. And now for trick number two, elegant shadow frosting. It's really a cinch. Just melt 2 squares of Baker's Chocolate with 2 teaspoons of butter. You got it? 2 teaspoons of butter and 2 squares of Baker's Chocolate. Cool slightly and spoon over fluffy white frosting, letting the chocolate trickle down the sides like this. Then cool until shadows are firm. Spectacular, isn't it? So very, very easy. And it's just one of the many grand tricks you can work with Baker's Chocolate. So look for the package with the familiar Walter Baker girl and try a quick trick with chocolate the next time you serve cake. See if you don't agree, chocolate makes it good, but Baker's makes it best.
And now, The Inner Flame.
Wyatt, Portia Manning up the street. Is Shirley still there? Well, when they come back, will you send her home? Tell her it's almost time for dinner. Yes, I know they can't be bothered with trifles like that, can they? Thank you, Mr. Wyatt. Did you get any more sleep, Walter?
Not after Murray dropped in. Portia? There's something eating you. Now's the time to talk about it before the kids get back. I want to know what you think about where I took Dory last night.
I think it was foolish and rather childish.
Well, as it turns out, any place would have been foolish with the cops following me.
But no other place would have been quite as childish as Murray's Lodge. An act of vengeance, wasn't it, Walter? Getting even when there was nothing in the world to get even about.
So you have told me.
I'm not going to quarrel again, Walter. After that strange phone call this morning about Ralph Staley's alibi, you and I sat here calmly and sensibly and talked about it, even intimately. It gave me a kind of insight. Made me realize how things might be between us if this trial and all the other horrors weren't hanging over your head.
Well, I'm not sure that things would be any different.
How can you be sure of anything right now? But even you admitted that it is possible. That there may be some hope for us, didn't you?
Something like that.
And when you did, I saw last night in its proper perspective. It's just one of many things that we're going to have to forget. It belongs to the past. It has no part in our future.
Future seems to be a pretty long time coming, if you mean the time when I'll be cleared of this ridiculous charge.
You will be cleared, Walter.
Not by anonymous phone calls, apparently. It's more than 8 hours since I reported it to Mitchell. He said get things rolling right away. I think I'd have heard by now.
Well, I wouldn't put too much faith in that phone call, Walter. It wasn't the only lead, and it certainly didn't tell us anything we didn't know.
Portia? Let's have it. What are you trying to say?
Lieutenant Mitchell did call, or rather, I called him.
You didn't bother to tell me?
You were sleeping. I was going to tell you when I came back from shopping, but Murray was here, and I didn't think you'd want to talk about it in front of him.
It's 2 hours since Murray has left.
Oh, Walter, don't be angry at me. I guess I kind of put it off because It's not good news.
Did Mitchell see Flo Dolan?
Yes. He told her that we'd received a phone call saying that she knew something about Ralph Staley's alibi. She flatly denied it. Said she knew nothing at all about Ralph Staley.
Well, how'd she account for the phone conversation?
She said she thought that you and I had dreamed it up to throw suspicion on her and Staley.
And Mitchell swallowed that?
Uh-huh.
He must have. He was already back in his office when you called. And he hadn't brought Flo Dolan in for more questioning, had he?
No, he said he thought it was a blind alley.
Blind alley. It's only a blind alley if he wants it to be. Portia, what? Why is he so determined to nail this rap onto me? What's his game?
Well, I don't know that he's got a game.
Well, I do. I'm going to find out what it is.
Mitchell.
So you're still there, huh? Well, stay there. This is Walter Manning. I'll be right down.
Well, Bill, what's your good word for the coming weekend?
Oh, here it is. A Jell-O salad makes the meal.
I'll go along with that. I know what a tempting Jell-O salad does for a meal. In fact, I think you could get most women to agree that
A Jell-O salad makes the meal. Like this dazzling beauty, a glamour salad made with new apple Jell-O, the flavor that's a sensation for salads. And Jell-O salads are so easy to make. Just prepare your Jell-O as usual. Then chill until slightly thickened and add whatever ingredients your favorite recipe calls for. Chill until firm, and it's ready whenever you want to serve it for adding glamour and new taste appeal to any meal. A Jell-O salad makes the meal. How about this? A shimmering fruit and celery salad made with lime Jell-O. It's so delectable. Or try lemon Jell-O for this bright radish salad. It's full of zesty flavor. Yes, if you want to perk up your menus, add some real appetite interest to your meals, reach for Jell-O soon and often. Remember, a Jell-O salad makes the meal.
So you ask Flo Dolan half a dozen questions, she answers with half a dozen lies, and you give up.
I don't believe I told your wife I was giving up.
You didn't have to tell her. It was obvious by what you said.
But maybe I didn't make myself clear. As a matter of fact, I've spent the whole day on that phone call. Talked to both Staley and Harriet Gower after I spoke to your wife.
And I suppose they were blind alleys, too.
So far, yes. Staley stands by his story that he was in his apartment with Miss Gower the time Lawler was killed. And Miss Gower backs him up.
And they couldn't be lying. I'm the only one who's lying, my wife and I. We made up that story about the phone call.
That was Mrs. Dolan's opinion.
Sure. And how could you doubt her?
Very easily. It's my guess she made the call herself.
What?
From your wife's description of the caller's voice and speech, it figures.
Why would she call me?
Staley's alibi may be phony. Mrs. Dolan may know it. Maybe she was putting the heat on him, urging you to come and ask her questions, so Staley would pay her to give the right answers.
If you think that, what am I doing under indictment?
I don't see the connection.
Didn't you just say that Staley's alibi was phony?
I said it could be. That's quite a difference from saying that Staley killed Lawler.
Double talk.
I'm giving it to you the way I see it, just a theory to explain the phone call. Maybe Staley's alibi won't stand up. Didn't kill Lawler, but he couldn't prove that he didn't. So he got panicky, made a deal with Gower. But Mrs. Dolan heard about the deal. Was trying to cash in on it. A simple, logical explanation. And it still leaves you guilty.
Which is exactly what you want, isn't it, Mitchell?
My wishes don't have anything to do with this.
You're a liar. Your wishes have everything to do with it. I'm under indictment for one reason. Because you want it that way.
At ease, Manning.
Now, you're counting on some kind of a payoff once you get me behind bars. I want to know what that is. And if you're any kind of a man at all, you'll tell me.
If I were any kind of a man, I'd knock you down. I'm trying to remember your age. Something which I hope you'll try to remember.
What's that supposed to mean?
I was thinking of last night. I suppose you know one of my men was tailing you. The report he turned in suggests that you forgot your age.
Aren't you forgetting something, Mitchell? That you're an impersonal officer of the law?
You seem willing to put this on a personal basis. Okay, let's both put it on a personal basis right now. You forgot something else last night.
What?
Mrs. Lawler's reputation. When you took her to Slater's Lodge at 1 o'clock in the morning, you threw that out the window.
What has this got to do with you?
I received a call from Mrs. Lawler's brother. Both he and Mrs. Lawler asked me to destroy the report. I told him I'd think about it.
Well, have you made your decision?
Depends largely on you. It means a sacrifice. A sacrifice of principle. You see, I'm not in the habit of destroying evidence. I never have. But I think maybe I might do it this time. I might make that sacrifice. If you'll make one, too.
What kind of sacrifice am I to make?
I'll throw away the report about what happened last night. If you'll guarantee me that no such thing will ever happen again. That way we'll both be protecting Mrs. Lawler.
Thanks for telling me what I wanted to know. That's your payoff. You're in love with Dory. Get rid of me. Send me up for 10 years if you have to, just so long as I'm out of the way. So you'll have time to make her forget me. Mitchell, it won't work. Because you're forgetting one very important factor. This isn't 10 years from now. This is today. And today, Dory doesn't love you. She loves me.
Life can get pretty sad when you're fishing for a really different dessert. Seems like you've tried just about everything except Jell-O chocolate tapioca, the different dessert that's so delicious, too. Each bite full of rich, creamy chocolate tapioca flavor. And look, a large bowl like this takes only 5 quick minutes to prepare. So easy for Mother, and so nourishing for the children. Serve a delicious Jell-O chocolate tapioca dessert today. Try vanilla and orange coconut, too. 3 distinctive flavors. Jell-O tapioca.
You're not alone? I don't want to see anybody else. Can you come out here?
What's happened, Walter?
I'm ready to go, Dory. Leave town. Leave everything. Never come back.
When?
Tomorrow, anytime. It's up to you, Dory. I'll go whenever you tell me that you're ready to go with me.
The Inner Flame, brought to you today by Jell-O, America's favorite gelatin dessert, and Baker's Chocolate, the favorite of the finest cooks for nearly 200 years.